So guys, welcome back to the channel. If I sound frustrated, it's because I've been trying to record this video for like 3 days, but every time I try to record, the dogs just do not settle down. I need to find a better solution for this, so anyways, let's just jump into it. We're going to be doing a poker deal demonstration by Bannon. If you want to learn how to do it, stick around for the tutorial in the description, and with all that said, let's just jump straight into the performance. So basically guys, I'm going to be teaching you this very cool formula that my great-grandfather passed on to me. He used to play poker back in the days on the riverboats, and he passed on this ace poker deal formula to me, which I've written on the back of this card. I've already removed the aces just to cut down on time, and we're going to just run through the formula. And an interesting thing to note as well is that back in the days on the riverboats, the riffle shuffle hadn't yet been invented. So all they did was the overhand shuffle, which made doing this, completing the process for this formula a lot easier to complete, as it disguised it somewhat. So we're going to use the 4 aces here, and we'll keep them face up just so you can keep track of everything, and they start off on top of the deck. So we're going to follow the formula for N players shuffle. For N, we're just going to insert 5 there, so we're going to pretend there's 5 players in total. So first off, we need to just shuffle 1 card, so we'll just do that. That's 1, and now we do 2N plus 1, which is 11. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, and now we have N minus 1, which would be 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Obviously you do it a bit faster in real life, but as I'm just showing you how it's done, I'm slowing it down slightly. So we've got N, which would be 5, and now we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, so that's just 1, and then 2N, which is just 10, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, and now it says toss, so basically we're just going to cut off around about a third of the cards there, and now we're going to cut at the right spot. So to do this, you're just going to spread through the cards and then look for your aces, and we're just going to try and find the right spot in the deck, and we're going to cut to that point in the pack, just so that when we start dealing, we've now completed the formula, so we'll remove that for now. So once we've completed the formula, we can start dealing the cards. So now as the dealer, you'll see we've dealt 4 hands, and the 5th card goes to us, which is the first ace, the ace of hearts. And we do the 2nd hand, just like that, we have the ace of spades. 3rd hand, we have the ace of diamonds. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and well, we have the 4 of spades there, but remember there's always a 5th card in every hand of poker, and there we have it, our ace of clubs. So that's how the formula would work, and you can try that at home. That will work if you want to give that a try. And there we have the 4 aces, and obviously our spare card. Obviously the 4 aces are a very good hand to have, but it also depends on what your opponents have. So let's see what the other players have to see if they have anything of worth. So we've got 2 kings there and a jack, so that's pretty good. That's pretty good indeed. And here we have a queen, a jack, a king. Possibly could go for a flush there with the clubs. That's pretty good. And there we have not much there, to be honest. A jack and a 10, 5 and a 3. And then here we have yeah, not much there either. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll reset the game, and we'll restack the deck here and give the cards a bit of a cut just to reset it. We won't bother giving the deck a shuffle for now, but we'll move on to what a more realistic version of a game of poker would look like back on the riverboats if you were to be caught cheating, for example. So let's see what that would look like. So let's say I'm the dealer again, and we're dealing to our 4 opponents, and we'll get to the 2nd hand here. And let's say at the 2nd hand, someone who's playing is very important, and their manager has come along, and they've had to go out and speak to someone on the phone, so they can no longer participate in the next round. So we're going to have to eliminate one of these hands. So we're going to try and eliminate the worst possible hand here. So we have a pair of threes here, so that's pretty good. So I'd say the worst hand out of all of them is probably this 4 and a 3 here. So what we'll do is we'll just burn those to the bottom of the deck, and we'll carry on with the game as normal. Okay, so we'll carry on onto the third hand of poker. And now let's say at this point, someone who's been drinking at the bar back on the Riverboat has got very drunk and has got one of the bottles and come over to the poker game and smashed one of the players over the head with it. So we're going to have to remove someone from the game here. So once again, we're going to remove the worst hand here, and I think the worst hand might be this one. So we'll get rid of this, just because you could possibly go for a flush there if you're lucky at the end. So we'll carry on. We've got the pair of threes here, and we'll separate them just like that, and we'll carry on dealing the fourth hand of poker. Now let's say at this point one of the players accuses the other player of cheating. They pull out a gun and they shoot the other one dead. So that means the one of these players can't continue, obviously. So obviously we have the pair of threes here, and we could still go for a flush here, which is stronger than a pair of threes, but since we already have the pair of threes, let's stick with that as our strongest hand here. Okay, and then we'll carry on dealing the final two cards to each hand, and we'll take a look at what the spectator has, and we'll give them the choice to stick or twist any of their cards if they want to remain or swap any two of their cards. So let's say they're feeling lucky as they've got an ace and they want to switch out these two cards here, this jack and a king, which aren't really doing much. We'll burn those and we'll deal the next two cards down onto the table, and I'll see if I want to switch any of my cards, which I do not at this point. And now we'll see what the spectator's final hand is, which just is a pretty strong hand, a full house of aces to threes, which is very strong. But as I said before, aces are only good in your hand if the other players you're facing don't have a better hand, such as the royal flush. So that is the performance of Riverboat Poker. I hope you enjoyed, and if you want to learn how to do it, the link to the tutorial is in the description. And yeah, if you enjoyed today's video, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video if you enjoyed it, and with all that said, I shall see you in the next one. Goodbye.